Long ago, in a region of Norway, there lived an old woman who owned many ducks. To graze and look after them, she needed a young girl. So she left her house to search for one. On the way, she met a huge, furry bear. But the old woman wasn't scared. She was from that area and was used to meeting wild animals often. The old woman greeted the bear. "Peace be upon you." The bear replied, "Peace, mother. Where are you going so early?" The old woman said, "I'm going up the mountain to find a girl who can look after my ducks." The bear said, "That is nothing to worry about. If you want, I can do this job. I sit idle most of the time anyway. If I can help a neighbor while doing nothing, why not?" The old woman replied, "Your offer is very kind, but not everyone can do every job. Your voice is so rough that my ducks will panic the moment they hear you. I'm afraid you won't be able to call them the way I do." The bear said proudly, "Oh mother, I can do anything if I want." He tried to soften his voice and said, "See? How sweet my voice is." The old woman covered her ears and said, "My son, this is not your work. Your hoarse voice is enough to scare away even a bull, let alone my poor ducks." Saying this, she continued walking. After some time, she met a wolf. She greeted him, "Peace be upon you," just as she had greeted the bear. The wolf replied, "Peace, mother. Where are you going so early?" The old woman said, "I am going to find a girl to look after my ducks." The wolf's ears perked up. He said eagerly, "Why walk around searching? I can do this job perfectly. Just give me the command and watch how well I guard your ducks." The old woman said, "I know you run very fast, and no duck can escape you. But can you call the ducks the same way I do?" The wolf let out a loud, terrifying howl, so fierce that the old woman's hair stood on end. She said, "If you call them like that, the ducks will run for their lives. You are not suitable for this job." She walked away and took the mountain path. Soon she saw a fox. The fox greeted her. "Peace, mother. What brings you out so early? Can I help you with anything?" The old woman sighed. "No one leaves home so early without a reason. I wanted to stay home a couple more hours, but I must find someone to look after my ducks. The girl I hired has gone back to her village." The fox said confidently, "Oh, that is nothing. I am very experienced at guarding ducks. Take me with you, and don't worry at all." The old woman was tired and worried by now. Without thinking much, she agreed and gave the fox the job. She didn't ask a single question about whether the fox was fit for this work. The old woman said, "Come with me. I will see how well you work. If you fail, remember, I will fire you instantly." The fox agreed and went home with her. On the first day, the fox ate 6 ducks. She did the same the next day. The poor old woman never noticed. She could hardly see properly and also couldn't count well. The fox took full advantage of this and enjoyed eating the ducks every day. Eventually, not a single duck was left. When the fox came back that day, the old woman asked, "Where have you left the ducks?" The fox was ready with her answer. "They are by the lake. For some reason they refused to come back today, no matter how much I called them." The old woman said, "I knew it. I should have realized you wouldn't be a good caretaker. Fine, I will go bring them myself." She placed a pot of butter on the ground and walked toward the lake. The fox thought, "The ducks are gone forever. I should escape before the old woman returns." But when she saw the pot of butter, her mouth watered. She began eating the butter quickly. She had eaten half the pot when suddenly the old woman came running back, screaming. At the lake, she had found nothing but scattered duck bones. She instantly knew the wicked fox had eaten them. Furious, she picked up the butter pot and threw it at the fox. The fox ran as fast as she could, but some butter splashed onto her tail. From that day on, foxes have white marks on their tails. And even today, when a child in Norway sees a fox with white spots on its tail, they know it is a descendant of the same fox that ate the old woman's ducks.